Alright, what's up, guys? Now, I can't remember if I did do a video talking on my issue with Valorant before, but I guess if any of you guys have noticed, I think I only maybe have like one video up of me playing Valorant, and that was from a stream because that was the one time where I did get that game to work. And I don't know exactly what I did, but it was a completely different thing than what I had to do just right now. So back then, I remember there would be some error code that would pop up when I needed to play Valorant, and then there would be some something that I would need to change in the bio section. Completely different from what they were asking for today. But anyways, got the game to work, played it one time, didn't really care too much for it, but I was like, I know there's friends of mine that they play the game, and I'm like, okay, let me just have this game downloaded just in case if a friend ever wants to run some Valorant games real quick, right? So anyways, I see all these people across the world playing this game, and it confuses me that I download this game. They have it where I sit through the menu for maybe like 30 seconds, and then just out of nowhere, game crashes. It's stuff like that where I'm like, I'm not trying to hear nothing that a Valorant fan has to say. If you like that game, like the game. Cool, fine, whatever. You like the game. But it just makes no sense to me. Call me a Karen, call me whatever you want to call me. But at the end of the day, it makes no sense for it to be 2023, okay? Games coming out left and right from indie developers, from high-end developers, from people straight in the middle. It makes no sense to me that it is 2023 and your guys' game can't work for all computers. There's something where I'm like, that's just stupid. That's just straight up stupidity. If you have my thing is this: if the game can't work for all consoles or for all platforms, then fam, you guys need to close it up. Y'all need to close it up, and you guys don't need to release. Now, I can see why they don't be really releasing games like that. Yeah, they might have like some other games that they got from the developers and stuff. Yeah, they might have some other games that they done worked on and releasing things, but it makes no sense to me that you have to have a certain type of computer, because my thing is this: I've been playing video games my whole life, all right? I've never once, from PlayStations to Xboxes to PCs to handheld consoles, I've never once had it to where unless something was wrong with the game, like the disc or something, then I'm like, that'd be the only time when the game don't work properly. But other than that, I'm like, fam, every game that I done buy, especially digitally, I'm like a disc game I can understand if it messes up, because it's like, yeah, it could be the disc, it could be a corrupt, something. But I'm like, fam, a digital game. And I'm so happy that this game is free, because I'm like, fam, if I spent money for this game, just for this game to not work on my PC, nah, man, that's just stupid. I don't get how you guys, I don't know how long these guys have been working on games, but it's like, fam, that's something that you guys should have figured out. I shouldn't have to go, my thing is this, me as a gamer, I shouldn't have to go throughout my whole computer trying to figure out what settings I need to change to just play one video game. I done played hundreds upon hundreds of games on PC, okay? You guys can check my Steam, check my Epic Games, check my Xbox profile. Like, there's literally the Xbox Game Pass where, fam, I have played numerous games left and right. I've never once had this issue. And again, I'm not trying to hear nothing from no Valorant fan, because obviously a Valorant fan's gonna be like, oh, you just that. I'm not trying to hear nothing from you guys, because that's the one thing where it's like, when I make videos like this, people want to jump up, defend the game, and I'm like, fam, okay, if the game was all that good, I wouldn't be making this video, correct? So that's why I'm like, I'm not trying to hear nothing from nobody. I'm like, bruh, it's one of those things where I'm like, people, they just know how to just say some things to piss a person off. And I'm like, fam, play the game. You like the game that much, play it. Stop watching videos about how other people feel about it. The community that can't play the game. The community that can't have fun playing the game. I'm saying, it's stuff like that where it's like, if you guys have been developing, I get if it's your first year developing the game. Yeah, stuff like that it will make sense. I done played games from developers that just started off. Why is it that I can play their game, no issue, no problem? The first year developing the game. Meanwhile, you guys have been, I imagine you guys have been developing the game for a while. If not, then it's like, fam, what you guys need to do is come out with a mega update. Because it's talking about like some TPM settings. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, I'll admit, you know, I know somewhat about computers. I know how to get through the BIOS. I know how to change stuff. I know how to read. I know how to check. My thing is this. When I go through that, and that's the thing that pisses me off when I'm like trying to figure out something, is when they tell you to do something and your computer don't have it. So what, then the game's not compatible with my PC? That, my thing is this, and meanwhile, I could see all these people, probably across the world, playing it on PCs much more worse than mine, but yet they can stream this game for hours. That's why I'm like, nah, man, it's stuff like that. It doesn't make me want to play the game more. It gives me a reason to stay far away from this game. Because, nah, man, that's just, to me, that's annoying when it's like, I am playing, fam. If you guys follow me on Twitch, okay, you know that I've been playing, recently I have been playing a lot of different console games, but if you guys have been following me on Twitch for a minute now, not even that, if you've just been following my content creating career since 2015, okay, I'm pretty sure if some of you guys, even if you haven't, go back and watch my videos from 2015, I had the cheapest of the cheapest laptop, and I still was able to play some new games, some old games. I was just still able to play some games. Fast forward, I got me some better computer equipment. Now I was able to play more games. Had no issues, had no problems. I get a gaming PC. I literally spent $1,600 on it. An additional, what was it, maybe like $1,500, $1,600, altogether $3,000, bruh. $3,000, okay, to play on this PC, to play whatever game. I'm like, my thing is this. You don't go above and beyond getting a hard drive, an SSD, freaking multiple processors, multiple graphics cards. I'm trying to think of a RAM. You don't go through all of that and then just have it where there's just one game and there's all these other games I can play, but then there's one game that I cannot play. Nah, it's stuff like that where I'm all like, look, you guys either need to come out with an update to fix the guys' game, because I've refused to. My thing is this. Something like that. If there's all these other games that exist in this world, they don't even care about what settings you got equipped, what settings you don't have equipped, and you can still play this game regardless of what you got going on. Why can't Valorant be the same exact thing? No, that's something that's on Valorant. I refuse to believe that that's on me. When I done played, I don't know how many games on my games. That the thing is this, there's even been games where it's like they might have like a little frame rate issue here and there and stuff. It might crash, it might have all these, but at least the game is still playable. You mean to tell me with Valorant, I can only play this game for 30 seconds? What person do you know plays a game for 30 seconds? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What person do you know only wants to see Valorant's menu and then that's it? That's why I'm like, nah, bruh. It's stuff like that where I'm all like, these developers nowadays are really pissing me off with their games. Because I'm like, fam, if you guys don't know what you're doing, then stop working on games. Shut your company down. Do whatever you guys need to do to stay far away from video games. But it makes no sense when you guys are releasing games day after day after day after day, and these games are broken. They don't work. People are having issues with them. Yeah, they might have that one side of the world where it's like, oh, they can have fun with the game. They can play the game and all this other stuff. What about the people that can't play the game? What about the people that can't have fun playing the game? But it's like you guys want to come out with all this other stuff for what reason? That's why I'm like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, look, going into 2024, I'm telling you, there's going to be, it ain't going to be like on some stuff where I'm all like, no, this game, you know, like I ain't really care. No, I'm going to start trashing these games hard, bruh. Putting these developers in a corner to where it's like, no, you guys ain't got no choice but to work on this game. Because I feel like these developers, they make all this money. You have all these, and that's the only reason why Valorant's even popular in the first place is because you got these big streamers playing this game day and night, 12-hour streams, 24-hour streams, subathons, playing this game all this time, putting all these hours into this game. Meanwhile, you got the community that sees this crap, right? Goes out, spends all this money on a gaming PC, spends all this money upgrading stuff for a gaming PC. Meanwhile, the person can't play it. Does that make any sense? I'm saying it's like that's frustration where it's like, I know if this would have been the other way around, where it's like, let's say if it was a money thing, right? Where it's like, yeah, you got all these people playing your guys' game, yet you're not getting nothing from it. You're not making no money. You're not doing absolutely nothing. I guarantee and I promise you, because no, how much does Valorant make a year? I'm curious about that. How much money does Valorant make? Sales revenue. All right, yeah, what's the revenue? 20 million? There's like many wonder how much Riot can generate by selling their skins. Now we have the answer. To sell a single Valorant skin, Riot has earned $20 million. You done made all this money from people off of this game. Meanwhile, there's people that can't even play the game. I'm saying it's stuff like that where it's like you guys are making that money and yet you can't sit down and come out with an update. You can't come out with nothing to fix your guys' game. That just shows me that developers, they're just getting careless and careless by every day that passes. So I'm saying, I'm all like, look, with a lot of these people that are playing these games today, no, what these developers need to really go through come next year and every other year after, if they don't want to sit down and play, people need to stop playing their games. Because I'm serious. It's stuff like that where it's like, it's so annoying that you guys make all this money off of people, yet there's people that can't even enjoy the game. They can't play the game. They can't have fun with your guys' game. But you want to make money off of these same people. You want them to stream your guys' game. You want them to go and make videos and all this other TikTok content and all this other content across the internet promoting your guys' game. Meanwhile, there's people that can't even play it. Nah, that's stuff like that where I'm like, no, with these starting today, as soon as this video gets uploaded and you finish this video, if there is a game that has pissed you off to the point where it's like, fam, it's not even worth it playing just video games, period, delete those games. Stop playing them, whether it's Call of Duty, whether it's Valorant, whether it's whatever, Overwatch, whatever the video game is. Stop playing these games. Because a lot of these developers, it's not clicking in their head that we're the reason why you guys even exist in this day and age. I'm telling you, if people, if they really stop playing these games, all right, and they put these developers in a corner where they had no choice but to work on their games, I guarantee and I promise you so many good games. Because I'm like, it makes no sense. You guys done went to college. You guys done went to all these different training exercises. You guys did all these different things. And you mean to tell me the best thing you can come out with is a 1 to 2 star, or even the highest that you could go up to is a 3-star game? Meanwhile, you got indie developers out there where they can release a game. What about that game, Lethal Company? Yeah, that game might be in early access, but look at how much that game's been growing on people. What are some other games? Elden Ring. Yeah, that game might be mad difficult, but look at how many people. See, that's what happens when a game is finished. That's what happens when a game gets like, when it's, they don't be like, oh, let's come out with this and let's come out with that, and it's not fixing the game. You guys want to make all this money off skins, but you don't want to actually do something productive with the game. Nah, man, it's stuff like that where it's like, no, if these developers are going to scam people, then people need to stop playing their games. Fam, if I gotta talk about this every single day until Activision, people behind Valorant, people behind whatever game out there, 2K, EA, you guys want to sit around and no, that I'm like, if I got to do this every single day until these developers start coming out with 4 to 5-star games that work, games that we were playing back on the PlayStation 2 days, but not these games that you guys are coming out with now. These games that you guys are coming out with now, it's like, fam, it makes no sense that you guys went from that to this. How is that even possible? I'm saying, man, it's stuff like that where it's stupid, bro. It's really dumb how you guys be doing things like that and then be trying to make money off of people. Nah, I'm saying, like, it's stuff like that where I'm all like, look, if you guys want to continue playing the game works for you and you ain't got no issues, fine, go ahead, do what you need to do. But for the people out there that have issues with whatever game out there, stop playing it. Call of Duty, stop playing it. Valorant, stop playing it. Any other game that exists in this world and you got issues with it, stop playing it. I guarantee and I promise you, developers, when they really start paying attention and listening to the people that's been supporting you guys since the beginning of video games in the first place, it's like, fam, then maybe it might just click in their head. Maybe it might just click in their head when it's all like, that review that we read yesterday, maybe that was a right review. Maybe that was a review that we need to take in consideration. Yeah, that person bought the season pass and all these other different things. Yeah, maybe we should start listening to them instead of like, oh, well, maybe we should shout out a streamer that has streamed our game for all these hours and stuff. And it's like, fam, that's not enough. That is not enough at all. So I'm saying, I'm like, with Valorant, with a lot of these games out there, I'm telling you, they really need to start working on their game, because it's like, it don't make no sense for you guys to be at the age that you're at, to be at the like prime of your career with whatever game that you're working on, all right? In this day and age where it's like you can have a game trend for seriously some of the most dopest reasons, but you guys want your guys' games to trend because they don't work, they're buggy, they're glitchy, the game crashes. I'm saying it's stuff like that where I'm all like, nah, a lot of people need to start boycotting these games because I'm like, if the developers ain't gonna listen to people, then it's like, then we don't need to listen to developers and we just need to stop playing their games. I could care less about how Valorant feels about what I say. If I hurt somebody's feelings at that company, so what? How you think I feel when you spend $3,000 on a PC and you can't play a free video game? Yeah, it's stuff like that where I'm like, nah, bruh, don't care how I feel or don't care how I made anybody that works on Valorant feel. I'm like, so what if you guys work on it? The thing is this, if there's one person that wants to come to me and say, oh, I put all this time in Valorant, I ain't worked on this game, talking on the developer, I ain't put all this time in the game, then obviously it wasn't enough. And I'm like, no, it's stuff like that where I'm all like, I know people are going to probably be saying that it's like, oh, it's like you know, you talking crazy, you doing this, you doing that. How you think they're going to feel all this? I do not care. Like I said, you spend $3,000 on a gaming PC to have it where one game, all these other games work, besides one. Can't even play for more than 30 seconds. Nah, bruh. And I'm like, and the one only time I play it is the one time where I was all like, fam, tired, I think I was streaming and it was streaming at night and I'm all like, fam, I'm ready to go to sleep. And I was like, didn't even care. I'm like, nah, man, it's stuff like that where I'm like, no, you guys, but it's just not even just with Valorant, but it's like there's so many developers out there where it's like you really need to watch this video because it's starting to really piss me off where it's like all these games be coming out day and night, trending day and night. Meanwhile, they're broken. They don't make no sense. So anyways, yeah, talk to y'all later. Peace.